You're not weak, you're not lazy, you're not broken, you're just split. There's a part of you that wants to grow and another part that keeps pulling you back. That inner war, it's not dysfunction, it's your shadow self. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to finally face it, integrate it, and set yourself free. You're watching this channel. You probably believe in growth. You read books, you watch videos, you listen to podcasts. Maybe you've even done some therapy, and yet something still feels off. Like you're working so hard to improve, but there's an invisible force keeping you stuck. And every time you break through, life throws you back. Again, you feel defeated, frustrated, wondering why you're doomed to repeat the same patterns forever. If that describes you, I've got news for you. You're not broken, you're just split. There's a part of you that wants to grow, and another part that keeps pulling you back. That inner war, it's not dysfunction. It's your shadow self. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to finally face it, integrate it, and set yourself free. Okay, so what exactly is the shadow self? In short, it's everything you've unconsciously rejected about yourself. Your anger, your jealousy, your shame, your unhealed trauma, your selfish desires. The things you were told are bad, ugly, or too much. You didn't want those things to be true about you. So instead of processing them, you hid them, stuffed them down, pretended they didn't exist. But here's the catch. What you reject doesn't disappear. It goes underground, and when it's left in the dark, it controls you from the shadows. So how does it sabotage your life? Well, let's say your shadow self is made up of three aspects: repressed emotions, negative beliefs about yourself, and buried traumas. Let's pretend these three parts control 30% of who you are. When you repress those parts of yourself, they become a 30% black hole inside you. Think about what happens when a planet enters a black hole. Everything gets distorted, flipped, stretched, thrown into chaos. That's what the shadow does to your life. You think you're making choices, but your shadow is making moves behind the scenes. You lash out when someone touches a nerve, right? You procrastinate on goals you claim to care about. You attract relationships that reflect your deepest wounds. You chase success and feel empty when you get it. You impulsively lash out. You seek validation, but still feel unworthy. You know you have potential but struggle to use your gifts. That's not weakness. That's your unintegrated shadow trying to express itself. Not to hurt you, but to be seen. So why do you repress it in the first place? Well, as a kid, you were taught what parts of you were acceptable. Be polite, don't get angry, stop crying. You learned how to perform, but not how to feel. So you pushed away anything that didn't fit the mold. But the cost? You didn't just hide pain, you also hid your power, your confidence, your wildness, your voice. The shadow is not just your wounds, it's your untapped potential too. Now let's talk about why it's so painful. Imagine hiding a huge part of yourself, stuffing it down and burying it. Your true nature starts to die. You disconnect from your body, from your creativity, from your intuition, from others. You forget how to dream. You shrink yourself to survive, but at what cost? You abandon the things that made you, you. So you hide your shadow, push it away, and tell yourself lies. I don't have emotions. I'm bad at relationships. I'll never succeed. Those lies become self-fulfilling. You expect to fail, so you act like you already have. You give up before starting. You attract what you believe about yourself. But here's the hardest pill to swallow. The thing you fear most isn't your shadow, but rejecting your shadow. See, in rejecting your shadow, you reject yourself. You tell yourself you're not worthy of love, not enough, beyond repair, broken, and that breaks your heart. Doesn't the truth set you free? Well, here's the truth. You can't outrun your shadow. You can't positive mindset your way past it. Because what you don't face will find ways to express itself. In anxiety, in addiction, in overthinking, in perfectionism, in people-pleasing, in anger at others. That's really anger at yourself. And when you finally face it, you stop fighting the wrong enemy. You stop fighting you. So how do you actually do it? How do you integrate your shadow? Here's one framework to get started. Step 1. Notice your triggers. Ask, what behaviors in others make me irrationally angry or uncomfortable? That's usually a mirror to your own denied traits. I hate when people interrupt. I feel so angry. Do I get triggered when I'm not heard? Does that mean I have a need to be validated? Or maybe this person reminds you of an ex who ignored you. Step 2. Journal without censorship. Write about the dark stuff. Let it all out. Don't hold back. Don't edit yourself. Don't try to be positive or make sense of it. Just write. And whatever comes out, no matter how ugly, shameful, or absurd, accept it. Shadow work is self-honesty without shame. Writing is powerful because it lets you express what you can't say out loud. It lets you get real with yourself. Step 3. Reclaim, don't reject. Turn I'm selfish into I have needs and boundaries. Turn I'm angry into I care about justice. Take ownership of your shadow. Don't blame others for it. Your shadow is not evil. It's misunderstood power. You are not broken, you're just split. There's a part of you that wants to grow and another part that keeps pulling you back. That inner war. It's not dysfunction. It's your shadow self. And when you finally face it, integrate it and set yourself free, you stop fighting the wrong enemy. You stop fighting you. You stop fighting the pointless battles within and without. And you get to rest in who you truly are. Look, we all have a shadow self. It's part of the human experience. We all have denied parts of ourselves. But here's the choice. You can keep fighting your shadow, or you can learn to love it. You can learn to love yourself. You can learn to love yourself. When you integrate your shadow, you become whole. And wholeness brings freedom. You show up real, not perfect. You speak truth, not performance. You trust yourself because you've seen all of you and love what you see. You embrace your mistakes, your quirks, your scars. They don't define you, they make you you. The world doesn't need more polished versions of you. It needs the real you, integrated, aware, whole. I know this journey is tough. It's scary to face your demons. But here's the truth. What doesn't kill you won't break you. It'll make you stronger, more resilient, more loving towards yourself and others. So my question for you is, what part of you have you been denying? What part do you want to bring home to love and integrate? Share your thoughts below. And if this message resonated, please like this video. It helps us reach others doing the work. This is Shift Soul. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.